A level 1 warrior, accompanied by an 8-year-old girl, subdued zombies. Once his soul was controlled, even the most powerful zombies would become more obedient than dogs. It turned out that Duan Fei had only used half his strength to already hold his own against criminal number 21. Then, after dozens of attacks, both were thrown back by the recoil. Duan Fei caught the attack, wielding 2 daggers, and asked, "Do you want to feel the true aura of death?" Before he could finish speaking, number 21 laughed angrily. "You seem to be confused." The madman, still wielding a scythe, the incredibly thick man's massive body obscured Duan Fei's vision. Immediately afterward, a 20G lightning whip slammed towards Duan Fei. Seeing Duan Fei's exhaustion, number 21 wore a victorious expression. Unexpectedly, the next instant, Duan Fei's devastating punch landed on number 21's back. Then, the criminal made intimate contact with the floor. Impossible, wasn't he just exhausted? It turned out that the attack had struck Duan Fei's shadow. The real Duan Fei, a clone, was filled with terrifying power. Devouring power. Didn't you want me to show my true abilities? The next instant, lightning and shadow collided violently, creating a deafening roar. Their speed was imperceptible to the naked eye, yet they could keep up with lightning. Turned out that as long as the shadow existed, Duan Fei could lock onto the enemy. Then, number 21 unleashed a dazzling burst of intense lightning. Now the shadow would be ineffective. At this moment, bright flames erupted from number 21's knees. "Human, you actually have 2 superpowers." Already exhausted, number 21 coughed up a mouthful of blood after taking Duan Fei's slam. Even under the flames, countless black shadows would return in 3 seconds, embedding the criminal 1.1 points into the ground. "I lost. Kill me." At this moment, Duan Fei was overjoyed. "Do you want revenge?" Number 21 seemed to have only one thought. "Even if you don't kill me, that person won't let me go." Duan Fei persuaded. "Don't worry about that. Just relax and don't resist. Anya, come here and subdue him." After a few attempts, Anya completed the soul contract. His mind seemed a bit simple, as contract number 21 seemed to have regained some strength. "Come on, let's fight again." At this moment, Anya dissuaded him, saying, "We can't be enemies with brother He-Duan." Just as the criminal had the thought of resisting, his soul was immediately controlled by some command, and he began to bow and scrape. "Miss Anya, I'm sorry," number 21 said after regaining consciousness, realizing he had been tricked. Then number 21 advised everyone not to go in, saying the danger inside was completely different from the outside. As a result, Anya, annoyed by the criminal's foul mouth, immediately recalled him into the dimensional space. The danger ahead was inevitable. We had already anticipated all of this. However, the moment Duan Fei pushed open the door, a zombie prison guard with 3 police dogs glared at everyone. At this moment, in the prison's command room, the zombie respectfully greeted Lord Reindeer. "You've finally returned." "What? You said the 4 of them broke through the outermost defense line, and that's true just now, but now they've broken through the second area's defense line." Led by Duan Fei, the team cleared out all the zombies in the second area, gaining 1,200 evolution points. Anya, however, evolved into a Earth-level being, unlocking a new ability, psychic power. Everyone was overjoyed for her. Unbeknownst to them, Anya was getting closer and closer to the Black Queen's abilities. Before long, she would become a world-shaking being. The reindeer watching this scene was overjoyed. They hadn't expected the key to unlock the King's Seal to appear here. But at this moment, Duan Fei sensed something was wrong. Although it was only for a moment, could that powerful energy that had just appeared be from a native species? And it seemed to be nearby. Even the 21st person on the Foundation wasn't qualified to know of the native species' existence. It seemed they would have to break through layer by layer. The reindeer, at this moment, grinning from ear to ear, he commanded, "Kill everyone except that little girl." Duan Fei's team has now arrived at the third area of the prison. The cells here look very different from the outside. They might encounter sea-level zombies here. At this moment, Reindeer in the command room orders all the peak C-level and D-level zombies in this area to be released. I'm quite curious how long they can hold out. Meanwhile, Duan Fei's team prepares for battle. You guys wait here, he says. If there's a zombie attack, we'll adapt accordingly. The leader is a C-level zombie with A-level abilities. The Eye of Silence activates its devouring ability the moment Duan Fei approaches, but the zombie also activates its ability. The Eye of Silence can temporarily disable the abilities of the target it hits. Sensing danger, Duan Fei retreats quickly, but still gets a cut on his chest. This silence ability must be dealt with first, but then the nearby zombie releases a paralysis effect. If Xiao Zhen is hit, she will instantly lose her mobility. Such a powerful combination of abilities is definitely not a coincidence. The instant Duan Fei was stared at by the Eye of Silence, his shadow aura instantly became unusable. Dozens of poison needles then burst forth, and Duan Fei could only rely on his physical strength and agility to withstand the attack. Just as he was about to throw his dagger to kill the opponent, a shield deflected the attack back. Another C-rank zombie. It seemed to be consciously protecting the vulnerable creature behind it. The reindeer leader in the monitoring room wore a smug expression. This is a combination I carefully selected. I'd like to see how you counter it. At this moment, hundreds of poison needles hurtled towards Duan Fei. Coupled with the dog's silence behind the human shield, the zombie Duan Fei, unable to use his powers, could only rely on his physical strength and reflexes to dodge. One mistake and they were finished. At this critical moment, the poison needles in front of Duan Fei suddenly evaporated into thin air. The moment the poison needle was launched, zombie number 21 behind him intervened, using the power of lightning to vaporize it. Number 21, preoccupied with thanking everyone, thought, "This is my show now." However, the power of lightning suddenly turned into a foul-smelling fart and dissipated into the air. At the same time, Duan Fei's shadow ability broke its silence. "Thank you so much this time," he thought. It turns out this guy can only disable one target's ability. Meanwhile, in the command room, the reindeer, panic ensued, immediately releasing the strongest zombie on this floor. "These ants must all die,"